The Kingdom of Judah emerged in the early 10th to early 9th century BCE, following the fragmentation of the united monarchy traditionally associated with Saul, David, and Solomon. After Solomon's death around 931 BCE, internal disputes over taxation, forced labor, and regional authority fractured the political structure that had previously linked the highlands of both north and south. The northern tribes rejected the rule of Solomon's son Rehoboam, and the southern territory, centered on Jerusalem and the highlands of Judah, remained under the Davidic dynasty and became an independent kingdom. Judah's early development differs markedly from that of its northern counterpart. While Israel inherited wealthier agricultural regions and major trade arteries, Judah was smaller, more rural, and economically modest. Archaeology confirms that settlement density in Judah during the early Iron Age too was sparse compared to the north, with Jerusalem functioning as a relatively small hilltop stronghold. Material culture reflects continuity with broader highland traditions that predate the split. Pottery forms, four-room houses, and dietary patterns, notably the avoidance of pork. Judah did not originate as a separate ethnic or cultural group. It represents the southern extension of the same highland society that had earlier crystallized into Israel. The rise of Judah. Judah's earliest phase is best understood not as the birth of a new civilization, but as the political consolidation of the southern highlands into an autonomous state. This fragile phase was immediately tested. Around 925 BCE, Egypt under Shoshenq I launched a campaign into the southern Levant. His Bubastite portal inscription at Karnak lists over 150 conquered towns, including Judean settlements such as Gibeon, Aijalon, Soko, and Adoraim. These align with 2 Chronicles 11:5-9, which lists fortified towns under Rehoboam. Although Jerusalem avoided destruction, Judah was forced to pay heavy tribute. This was the first major geopolitical shock the kingdom confronted. After Egypt's withdrawal, pressure came from every direction. To the west, the Philistine cities, Gaza, Ashkelon, Ashdod, Ekron, and Gath, remained fortified, urbanized, economically dominant, and connected to Mediterranean trade networks. Their control of the coastal plain restricted Judah's access to lowland trade routes. To the southeast, Edom consolidated politically, with increasing organization visible at sites like Busaira and copper mining centers in the Arabah, such as Timnah and Feinan. Control of trade routes like the King's Highway intensified competition. By the mid-9th century BCE, Aram Damascus expanded aggressively under rulers like Hazael, targeting both Israel and Judah. Throughout this century, Israel remained the dominant highland state. Judah survived in part due to its uninterrupted Davidic dynasty. Expansion and survival. The 8th century BCE brought the rise of Assyria. Kings such as Tiglath-Pileser III, Shalmaneser V, and Sargon the Sund dismantled the political landscape of the Levant. In 722 BCE, Samaria fell. The northern kingdom ended. Judah, though pressured into vassalage, avoided destruction. Refugees from the north fled southward. Archaeology shows a dramatic population increase in Jerusalem, the Shephelah, and the Benjamin region. Urban areas expanded, administrative centers emerged, and fortifications such as the Broad Wall were constructed. Standardized storage jars stamped LMLK, belonging to the king, appear in cities like Lachish and Jerusalem. This indicates centralized taxation, redistribution, and war preparation. Under Hezekiah, major defensive measures were undertaken. Most famously, the Siloam Tunnel was constructed, 533 meters carved through bedrock, to redirect water from the Gihon spring inside Jerusalem's walls. The Siloam inscription describes two teams digging from opposite ends until their axes met, an extraordinary engineering achievement that corroborates 2 Kings 20:20 and 2 Chronicles 32:30. Hezekiah fortified the Shephelah and operated defensively, allowing fortified cities to absorb attacks, while Jerusalem served as a final bastion. When Sennacherib invaded in 701 BCE after Hezekiah ceased tribute, the consequences were severe. Excavations at Lachish reveal a massive Assyrian siege ramp, burn layers, arrowheads, and collapsed fortifications. Reliefs in Nineveh depict the siege in detail. Sennacherib annuals, several hexagonal-shaped prisms records that 46 fortified cities were captured, 200,150 people are exiled, and Hezekiah was shut like a bird in a cage in Jerusalem. Judah survived, but its western territories were devastated. The fall of Judah. After Hezekiah, Manasseh maintained Assyrian vassalage for decades, bringing stability but also syncretism. Archaeology reveals Asherah figurines and inscriptions such as Kuntilat Ajrud and Kirbet el-Kom, referring to Yahweh and his Asherah, indicating religious complexity during this period. Under Josiah, reforms centralized worship in Jerusalem, removed high places, and reinforced exclusive Yahwism. As Assyria weakened, Josiah expanded northward into former Israelite territories. In 609 BCE, he confronted Pharaoh Necho II at Megiddo and was killed. Judah becomes a vassal state of Egypt for about 4 years. Babylon soon replaced Egypt as the dominant imperial force after the Battle of Carchemish. Judah became a Babylonian vassal for a period of 3 years before rebelling. A major battle between Egypt and Babylon left both sides weakened, and Jehoiakim, king of Judah, sought to use this to his advantage and restore autonomy to his nation. In 597 BCE, Jerusalem fell. The Babylonian Chronicle confirms that Nebuchadnezzar captured the city and deported its king. 2 Kings 24:14-16 states that 10,000 captives, 7,000 soldiers, 1,000 craftsmen and smiths, Jehoiakin, elites and officials, were exiled. Jehoiakin's rations tablets, a series of Babylonian administrative tablets, record oil rations given to him and his sons while in Babylonian custody. Nebuchadnezzar installs another son of Josiah, Mattaniah, in his place, before renaming him Zedekiah, according to 2 Kings 24:17, and forces him to pledge an oath of loyalty to Babylon, making Judah a vassal state once more. In 589 BCE, 1 decade later, he too rebelled. The Lachish letters, ostraka found at Tel Lachish, describe the final days, including the line, "We are watching for the fire signals of Lachish, for we cannot see Azekah." Azekah had fallen. These letters also speak about a prophet who had been spreading warnings to the people regarding Babylon and had caused unrest and weakened the hands of the people. This parallels the narrative found in Jeremiah 38:4, where charges are brought against Jeremiah the prophet. After an 18-month siege, in 586 BCE, Jerusalem's walls were breached. Excavations in the city of David and the Jewish quarter reveal ash layers, burned beams, arrowheads, and collapsed elite structures. Zedekiah was captured, blinded, and taken to Babylon. His sons were executed, and the temple was destroyed. Jeremiah records additional deportations, estimated to be about 4,600. Babylon then appointed Gedaliah, son of Ahikam, as governor over the city, basing his administration out of Mizpah. Seal impressions, buli, reading Gedaliah, have been found during excavations in Tel En-Nazbeh, identified as Mizpah. Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, backed by Baalis, king of the Ammonites, then assassinates Gedaliah. The Jews, now fearing retaliation at the hands of Nebuchadnezzar, gather portions of the population and flee to Egypt. Nebuchadnezzar leads another wave of deportations, estimated up to 3,000 people. The Al-Yahudu tablets in Iraq document exiles settled near Nippur in a town called Al-Yahudu, town of Judah, roughly 60 miles southeast of Babylon, and archaeological records placing a large community along the Chebar River. Judah's history was not a simple story of rise and fall. It endured Egyptian campaigns, Philistine pressure, Aramean expansion, Assyrian domination, internal religious conflict, and finally, Babylonian destruction. Archaeology reveals a society administratively organized, militarily strained, religiously complex, and culturally resilient. When Babylon breached Jerusalem in 586 BCE, it did not erase Judah's legacy. It transformed it. The kingdom ended, the identity did not.
Spartans! What is your profession?